You're watching Nickbox.com. My name is Nick, and this is my box. In October of 2011, I started working for the news industry, and I worked there for about 5 years. I started off working as a teleprompter operator and a camera person, so on the floor, pointing the cameras at the talent and, making sure that they were framed. But it didn't take long until I got bored with that, and I wanted to do something a little bit more, so I actually did tapes. So there were 3 tape decks during the show. You'd have to queue up a tape and get it all ready to go. They would hit play and take it on the screen, and you'd have the other 2 decks queued up. It's all very fascinating. But then I got doing something that I really enjoyed doing, which was video editing. And I had a blast doing that. I remember there was a spot on The Alibi that they did every week called The Alibi Foxlight, done by Devin O'Leary. And every week he would review a movie, and I would get to edit that, and it was so much fun to edit. And if not for that, I probably wouldn't be doing this today. It certainly wasn't always the easiest job, and I'm not exactly talking about just the difficulty of editing, although that was also an issue, but more so dealing with the producers. One of the things I found most difficult, though, was the fact that I had to deal with the absolute worst of people. I mean, you guys have seen the news. They sensationalized the worst possible events imaginable. And this, of course, was right after 9/11, around the time when we were going to war. So we were getting all kinds of footage, stuff that we could not air on TV. I don't know why they were sending us the video if we couldn't air it, but there was a lot of stuff that I saw that I will never be able to forget. And even though that is one of the most horrible points of this story, there's another thing that I find almost even worse, which was the desensitizing to this just horrendous stuff amongst my peers. I mean, we'd get videos of people getting shot, and I remember one specifically where a guy was getting shot in the chest with a shotgun, and he survived, which, very thankful for that. But just some store clerk that was protecting his shop got shot in the chest, and it recorded audio, and he made this squealing sound. And the other editors were laughing. That's about the time when I realized I was done, and that I could not live in that world anymore. And as much as I'd like to think that I've gotten away from it, I haven't. Just because the information was not airable on TV doesn't mean that it doesn't find its way to the internet. I'm not just talking about the horrific things that you see in war. I'm just seeing this stuff on tape. I can't even imagine what's going through the people's minds that were actually there. Every day we sit and watch videos of other people getting hurt, things that we find amusing and funny, and it's actually the misfortune of someone else that it happens. I think we forget that a lot of the time the other person is a human being. We might forget because of religion or because they have different beliefs that we do. I mean, we can't go around the world just so focused on everybody else's suffering and pain that we forget to live our own lives, because that would just paralyze us. But I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what the color of your skin is, your sexual orientation, your gender. None of it matters. What matters is that you're a human being, that we are all human beings. And as long as we remember that and think about doing what's right for each other, the world will be a better place. Be good to each other. Treat everybody you come across as another person just trying to make their way through this world, so that when we all leave, the world is better for our experiences. As always, thank you guys for watching, and thanks for being awesome.